The French, German and British leaders will meet their Ukrainian counterpart in London on Sunday. French President Emmanuel Macron, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer will discuss with Zelensky the way forwards at a time when Russia, in a state of military, economic and strategic failure, is persisting unsuccessfully with a deadly war, the Élysée Palace said. On Friday, Macron welcomed the letter from Volodymyr Zelensky to Vladimir Putin aimed at achieving peace.
Donc je pense que c'est une bonne initiative et que c'est une bonne chose qu'il y ait des discussions qui puissent se reprendre. Maintenant, mon souhait, c'est plutôt de regarder l'avenir et de dire comment on arrive à réorganiser un dialogue pour construire le cessez-le-feu et la paix. Et je pense que c'est l'intérêt de l'Ukraine et de la Russie.
Speaking at an EU Western Balkans summit in Montenegro, Macron also said that the next meeting of Coalition of the Willing Members will take place in Paris on the 13th and 14th of July. Latest Russian strikes in Ukraine killed at least 7 people. An attack on an agri-food site near Kiev claimed 4 lives.
A Ukrainian sea drone exploded in Romania's port of Constanta on Friday, with Ukrainian and Romanian officials saying it had veered off course due to Russian electronic interference. Romanian President Nicu Sordan said information from Ukraine was received ahead of time, allowing officials to take precautionary measures.
Ce e important este că a existat informația că această dronă va exploda și deci ca toate persoanele au reușit să se...
NATO said it was monitoring the situation after Romania informed it of the incident.
We have already ordered inside safe a lot of equipments, and what we ask to our partners inside NATO, we ask that they supply us some of the equipments during this one and a half year time.
The maritime incident occurred a week after a Russian aerial drone that was part of an attack on Ukraine went astray and struck an apartment building in Romania's city of Galați. Romania's department head for emergency situations said helicopters were deployed to search for more drones and that the authorities issued text message alerts to residents. Meanwhile, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen expressed solidarity with Romania in a post on X, calling the incident a direct consequence of Russia's war against Ukraine. Slovenia's parliament has approved its new right-leaning government under Prime Minister Janez Janša, which has pledged tax cuts, targeted spending, and an anti-corruption drive. The vote came after parliamentary elections held in March that produced no clear winner. Former Liberal Prime Minister Robert Golob's Freedom Movement won most votes, but he was unable to muster a parliamentary majority. Janša and his populist Slovenian Democratic Party formed a coalition government with other right-leaning groups in parliament. The new government also has the backing of a non-establishment Truth Party that first emerged as an anti-vaccination movement during the COVID-19 pandemic. It is Janša's 4th term in office. The political veteran is an admirer of U.S. President Donald Trump and was a close ally of former populist Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, who was defeated in a landslide election in April.
And now we've got researchers on a Greenpeace expedition are exploring the Arctic deep sea, one of the least known wildernesses on Earth. More specifically, they are exploring the so-called banana hole to search for undiscovered species and ancient ecosystems. The banana hole is a remote and mysterious area of the Arctic high seas that lies in international waters, located between Norway and Greenland. Greenpeace says it is home to seamounts, or underwater mountains, as well as volcanic hot springs, which it says acts as a living library of our planet's history. However, despite of its importance, the environmental organization says the banana hole is under threat of deep-sea mining. The Greenpeace vessel departed earlier this month for a month-long expedition to raise awareness on the danger of deep-sea mining. They are now live streaming from depths down to 3,000 meters until the 30th of May, and the expedition is expected to last until early June.